obviously very, very industrial, and electronic sonically, but very much a punk ethos to Health. And I remember watching you at the Brudenell in Leeds, thinking, this band could translate not only here, but then also in Wembley, where you're about to play and on bigger stages. So do you still feel, Jake, I know you can't speak for John and the other members of the band, do you still feel like Health is a punk band with that punk ethos, or does that change now? You're regularly doing these sort of arena tours, and you've obviously got massive shows of your own alongside some of the bigger supporters you've done as well. Do you still see yourself as in that sort of punk ethos of maybe back in the day, the Get Colour era and before that? Do you still feel that, or has it changed?
I mean, I think that there's a bit of a, as we would say in the US, you can take the boy out of the country, you can't take the country out of the boy.
Yeah.
Not in the sense of, pardon me, I might have to clear my throat a couple of times because
Please,
I
yeah.
still am. Not in the sense of like a Ian MacKaye Minor Threat kind of, it's like the core of what we do. But yeah, we try to have a really high level of production now and try to present the show. We would love to grow to be a large hall, small arena band if it were in our grasp. We're always very, one thing I always said in those interviews though is that we never had huge expectations, but we've always been very ambitious with where we're, whatever stage we're at. But I think that where it really comes through is our the continuation of that punk ethos is when you come out of that kind of community, you just, I think, and all the growth for us has been so incremental. It's not like we ever just like blew up. Like, yeah, we had a buzz band moment where all of a sudden you get to travel and play all these cool festivals, especially in Europe, and you're young and you party a lot and everything. But the punkness that's just tattooed into our bones is being sort of level-headed and always thankful to be anywhere,
Right.
not taking anything for granted. I think that's just something you see more, and that's very much a punk. Like, I would never, we will fucking carry our own gear. We're setting our shit up. We'll help other bands if they are coming to town and trying to find a place to play. You know what I mean? Like, because it's just it's just so much in the history of the band. And I just think that no matter how far away you get from something, you remember that. It's very different from you're 19 and your band signs to a major label and the first thing you do is giant and you stay in 5-star hotels and like,
Yeah.
$1 million buses and everything's just like, why isn't there like, where's my kombucha? We just didn't.
Yeah.
We just didn't come from that. So I think that will never go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the other thing that's punk about us is that we're not very good musicians. Like compared to like when you get to these huge shows supporting things where like you got guys that are in the band that are just professional players and they're just virtuosic level musicians. We're still punk in our abilities. You know what I mean? I think our strong suit is just being lovers and historians of music.